Alright, welcome to a yap session, because I think it's time we have one. I swear, Fortnite cannot figure out their own battle pass system to save their lives, so I'm gonna do it for them. I'm serious. This season, they basically reworked the majority of the battle pass, and I'll be completely honest, it sucks. Don't get me wrong, it doesn't all suck, but the majority of it is in need of major improvement. And I'm not talking about the skins. In terms of the cosmetics you unlock, I actually quite like most of them. They all match the theme pretty well, and I don't think there's a single skin that I actively dislike. I mean, look, jury's still out on that lion furry looking thing, but I think I like it. Honestly, this video is just me letting out my thoughts about the battle pass system because I have a lot to say, so let's get into it. In the newest season, they made a change where you now choose which set to unlock, as opposed to unlocking them as you progress through the battle pass. I'm gonna put it out there right now, this is not a good move. The only good thing they did about it was they had their tier 100 skin behind a level wall. I think it was level 85 to unlock it. This just means that if you see someone walking around with that Dark Voyager Reality Redacted skin, it means that they're at least level 85. It's a nice little indicator of where someone's at in the season. And that's how it should be. The way it should work is how it has in previous seasons, I think. As you work your way through the battle pass, you unlock skins that basically get cooler and cooler until you reach the tier 100 skin, which hopefully is the best in the entire pass. But let me make myself clear. When I say like previous seasons, never in my life do I mean battle stars. Those were so stupid, and Epic Games absolutely made the right decision in removing them. Having a pass based on levels is a much better way of doing things, so that's good at least. The next thing I want to bring up is having collabs in the battle pass. I'll say it now, I'm not against having them, but if I'm being completely honest, I don't think there should be more than one per season. Look, we already aren't getting enough Fortnite original skins thanks to the just absolute amount of collabs they add every single season. Honestly, if you were to like stack up the collabs versus just regular Fortnite original skins, they're so heavily outweighed, it's insane. But in terms of the battle pass, collabs are obviously aimed at those who are a fan of whatever or whoever they're collaborating with. And by putting that in the battle pass, you're potentially giving people skins from something that they might not care at all about, when instead they could be having a clean original Fortnite skin. But I did say I don't hate them, and I don't. I think they have a place in the battle pass, but here's the thing. I only want one collab skin in the pass, and only if it relates to the theme of the season. I'll give you an example. In everyone's favourite season, Chapter 5 Season 3. Yeah, I know you loved it secretly. They were going for the whole wasteland aesthetic, and the collab in the battle pass was a Fallout collab. That absolutely fits the theme, and I think it was a really good choice. But then you have some weirder ones, like last chapter, Chapter 6 Season 2. The tier 100 skin was the collab skin, and it was Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat 3. Look, I am not huge on Mortal Kombat, so maybe I'm missing something there, but I don't really think that fits a heist aesthetic. That was a interesting choice by them. Not too sure how I feel about it. But it tells me that they've done it right before, so they clearly have the capabilities of doing it. They just need to do it again. What I'm about to say is not something new. Basically, everyone has said it, but they keep doing it, so apparently we have to say it again, and it's my turn, I guess. You should not have cosmetics from a base set in the bonus rewards. I mean, it's literally in the name, bonus rewards. Technically speaking, this season, you can unlock the Karina set at level like 10, and not unlock her base level back bling until level 145. And that's maybe the most ridiculous sentence I've ever said. There's not much to it, it's as simple as it just shouldn't be a thing. But like I said, I'm not the first person to say this, and if things go the way they have been, I'm not going to be the last. It doesn't look like Epic Games is going to be changing this anytime soon, considering it's been happening for like over 2 years now, which is insane. But bonus rewards should just stay bonus rewards. I don't understand. Well, I do understand why they do it, because they want money, and they want you to spend more time on the game, and, well, we know they're like this, so I guess it's not shocking, but it is disappointing. I made a whole other video where I was complaining about this while playing the game, but they have introduced a new thing where you have to play different game modes to unlock different styles for skins in the Battle Pass. In theory, it's not a bad idea, except you can't really force your player base to be playing all these different game modes. That doesn't feel fair. Especially when some of these game modes, they're rough, man, I'll be honest. Like, I don't want to play Blitz to get that extra style when they're the one that ruined Blitz. Blitz was pretty good when it first came out. I enjoyed it. But they've kind of ruined it, and now I have no interest in playing it. But if I want to complete the Battle Pass 100%, well then I have to. That is pretty poor, to be honest. Don't love that, but that's how it is. So if we're going to rework the Battle Pass, I'm saying we just get rid of that. I think you can definitely have quests to unlock different styles, and I actually like that idea. It's not a bad idea, and it encourages, maybe a different style of play. But the quests should be able to be done in every game mode. Or just Battle Royale. Because, again, that is the core game mode. I think they just have to take into consideration that not everyone wants to play every game mode. And that's pretty much all there is to that. I mean, it's a very easy change, and it would still encourage people to play the game more, which is ultimately what they want. But I think they want to try to divide their player base a bit more. And let me say, I don't think that's a good thing. I think they're doing way too much of that. But I think they see, okay, low player count on Blitz, let's add a Blitz reward, And I don't think that really works well long term, because the second people get their reward, they're going to stop playing, if they don't want to. I really liked weekly quests. And that's another thing they can do that actually benefits them and I think is enjoyable for the players. It forces people to log onto the game every week, or at the end of the season just grind all the weekly quests, which probably will take them a while and gets that player count up. But it's also good for the players because I think it's fun and it encourages you to do different things that you might not normally do in the game. Maybe that's exploring the map, maybe that's playing builds, playing zero builds, whatever it is. I think it's a fun extra challenge, and I think the reward for the weekly quests should be a mystery skin, or maybe just an extra skin that they don't even keep a mystery. You could tell me what it is at the start of the season, I'll be honest. I don't mind. But I don't think it should be an extra style, because by the time you complete the Battle Pass 100%, you have enough styles for those skins, trust. You don't need any more. And that's fine. But I think ideally there should be a bonus skin for completing these weekly quests. I don't know if you remember, and I'm gonna go way back to chapter 1, but the search 7 chests at Risky Reels, that was maybe the most horrifying weekly challenge ever. And did they make a mistake putting it in? Yeah, probably. But you can't deny that it was absolutely hilarious and fun for about 10 minutes, and then you rage quit. But in those maybe first 2 minutes, it was so funny to just see everyone landing there. So obviously you can't really do that again because we know how bad it works. But if it encourages players to be having fun on the game and doing something different, and honestly, weekly quests should have nothing to do with sweating it out. It should be something fun and funny. And I feel like it would just make the experience of playing the game a lot better while doing those quests. A lot of them can be boring, where it's like, mantle, and then kill someone. Alright buddy, pack it up. But if it's something like shockwave people into the storm, that's fun. That encourages you to play differently, because you're probably not doing that much in a regular game. It's funny, it makes for good content. So I think that should definitely be a thing. To wrap this up, I want to say, I think they had the Battle Pass mostly right in Chapter 6. I didn't have too many complaints about it. But they've done a few changes in Chapter 7 where I'm not too happy. And so I think that there's now a longer way to go than there was before to make the Battle Pass an actual, real good experience to complete. If you've made it to this point, I just want to say thank you for watching. I had a lot of thoughts I had to get out, so I just thought, why not sit down, write my thoughts down, and talk about them for a bit. Maybe you agree with me, maybe you don't. Let me know in the comments. I'm very open to having a discussion about this, because I'm curious what other people say, because obviously I don't represent the player base. I'm one player. So I'm curious what other people might think and what changes you'd make, what you'd want to stay the same. Just let me know. If you enjoyed it, also let me know, because maybe I'll do more of these, I'm not too sure. But yeah, like I said, just had some thoughts, wanted to get them out, and see you next time.